All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I'll start off, I guess, with a recap of our game on Saturday against Southeastern. I had a great trip. Went and stayed at what's that place called? Tanglewood. Was a great trip as far as the logistics of travel. Really excited to play the game. A couple things happened in that game that were upsetting as a coach. I should have got a psychology degree. I was telling some other people that just to figure out where kids' heads are at. And I don't know. Sometimes how kids respond to certain things because we go out and we have a great week of practice. A great week of practice. We're getting guys back healthy-wise. We knew Maurice Wright was a game-time decision, and he didn't practice all week. Matter of fact, he only played the first play of the game, and then I pulled him. He had a neck injury in the East Central game, so losing your starting safety and leading tackler was a little bit of a hit. But, I thought our kids were going to be ready to play. And it's weird because, again, they played so well the second half, both sides of the ball against East Central. In the first half, we start off. We hadn't had a first down on our first drive, this is funny considering how well our offense has played all year. On the first drive since the first game of the year. And we get, first play of the game, we get a first down. Horatio runs the ball for 10 yards. It's first down. Next play, we get a first down, but we get our tight end, yet another tight end hurt. Andrew Yates catches the ball over the middle, gets hit in the knee, and was a clean shot. Was not a dirty play. Yates is 250 pounds. That kid's – it hit him's about 175, so he went low on him, hit him right in the knee, and hyperextended his knee, probably tore his PCL. I don't want to – he doesn't have an MRI till Thursday, so I don't want to say exactly what it is because I don't know. So we lose Yates in the second play of the game, which we overcame that because we got Riley back finally. He's not 100%, but he could definitely fill that void, no problem, and he did a great job at doing that. But we thought we started out fast. We had no 3 and outs in the first half offensively. At one point during the game, we get to 14-10, get the momentum going. Then they go on a drive, and a minute, 20 seconds later, score another touchdown to go ahead again. And then right before the half, they scored, and they're up by 10 at halftime. Made the halftime adjustments, come out and give up a 10-minute drive to them. 10-minute drive, which is the difference in our time of possession in the game was right there, the first drive of the second half, 10 minutes. We end up coming back and getting within 6 points. It's right there. It's ours for the taking, basically, if we get another stop. And we give up a long kickoff return, and then they score a one-play, 9-second touchdown. And that was probably the play of the game. Probably the play of the game that we didn't come back from. We didn't tackle real well. Schematically, I think our kids knew what they were doing. Came into the game confident. We scored touchdowns on 5 of our 13 possessions, which if you do the percentage-wise right there, that's way ahead of the national average, way ahead of our average. Had no turnovers offensively. Didn't get any back defensively either. We scored. We were 100% in the red zone again. Still lead the country in that. So I think that on one side we did play well enough to win. I'm going to just paint it black and white. On the other side we did not. And we got to tackle better, be better in our technique, and play harder. Play harder when it comes to stopping the other team. And that's black and white, bottom line. And what we got to do this week is definitely tackle better and play harder to stop the opponent. And, we'll see how our kids respond. We're definitely going to challenge them as coaches. I'm going to challenge them personally to raise their energy level as well and be the most excited team to play in the game on Saturday, because a lot of times that's what does it. The team that's most excited to play and most excited to be there win the game, because in this league, Now, being in the second year, it's even more even this year than it was last year. No team is too head and shoulders above of any other team. I don't care what the scores are. It's just any given Saturday, we're really, really close talent-wise. I'm talking about talent-wise now. It's just the teams that have that culture of belief of winning right now are still the ones on top. If you look at it, when it's all going to shake out this year and how it's shaking out, it's still the teams that were the top three last year, top three year in and year out are going to end up top three again this year. So, it's going to take our level of belief and our culture again some time to get to where it needs to be to believe. And I got to get our kids also to once they win a game, to not let up. And I think that happens sometimes. Put a lot into that East Central game, put a lot into that homecoming. Hadn't beat that team in 16 years. Put a lot into it to have the emotional letdown the following game. If anybody knows exactly how to do that, please let me know, because how to keep them from doing that, because I think human nature maybe a little bit, they don't press as hard. They think, hey, they've turned the corner, and then all of a sudden you have the letdown that we had on Saturday, and extremely disappointed in our missed tackles and other things, not just that, but that was a huge factor in what was going on, because we had plenty of chances to tackle them for loss, and they end up with a 20-yard gain. And that's unacceptable and not going to be tolerated. So other guys are going to definitely play that hadn't got the opportunity as much as some of the guys that had been playing. So that being said, hey, that's what's great about sport. You have another week to change all that, to change how you feel, to change. And that's what's always been great about sport and always will be great about it. There's always a winner and loser, and then, as long as it's not the last game of the year, you always have another opportunity. And we've been that up and down team, and I'm trying to figure out how to get them from being so up one week and then, not the same level of excitement or energy the following week. And hopefully this week we do come out excited, energized, and ready to go. And I've even backed off of practice a little bit so that they feel fresher. So that's part of it too. As far as health-wise, we're getting healthy, getting guys back. Like I said, we did lose Yates, which was disappointing, but at the same time, we're really deep at that position. So kind of get the next guy in and keep rolling at that position. So. We did do a lot of things well, but again, we struggled at the things that end up costing you a game at the end of the day. So, working on that all week. And then this week we play Oklahoma Baptist down there in Shawnee. They're a run-first team. They'll try to beat you with some double moves over the top, deep. They'll also try to run some 4 vertical game. Try to hit the seams in the middle of the field. We're gonna, definitely offensively, we're gonna play fast and we can get them with our tempo, like we've done the last 2 weeks to teams. Last 3 weeks really has really hurt teams, especially our second half adjustments. The last 3 weeks have been really good. We've actually scored on almost 55% of our possessions in the second half, which is really scored touchdowns now, not field goals, touchdowns. Which that's a great clip. Not many teams do that. So in the second half we've only had 2 3-and-outs, I think, the last 3 games, and that's really good. So going to continue to build off that and come away with the win, hopefully against Oklahoma Baptist, which is a team that again they upset us last year. We jumped out on a 21-point lead. Gave up a pick 6 right before half, changed the momentum of the game, I think, and really they kind of built off of that, and they ended up coming away with the win last year. And we're going to go down there this year and hopefully pay them back and return that favor to them. So I think our guys, they're disappointed, of course, in the game and not winning the game against a team that they thoroughly thought they should have beat. Not just us as coaches, but they truly believe they should have won the game. And they also see and recognize where they need to improve to come out on top this following week. So That's about it. Anybody got any questions? Everybody good? Thank you, guys.